Hey, how do you get a six-pack? How do you tone up that midsection, right? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. It's Coach Jake, and I'm back with Friday Facts versus Feelings, where each week I give you something that we feel to be true, and then we take a look at what's the truth, though. What are the facts? Is it just a feeling, or is it facts? And guys, today we're going to talk about the abs. We're going to talk about the midsection, because I know you're sitting there saying, I want to have a tighter midsection in 2025. Guys, I've been there. I've been to the point where you could see every ab in my entire body, like every single one in my entire body, and I've fluctuated to where you could barely see any of them. And I've tried everything in between, from the diets and from the exercise, and just experimenting with what works. And I can tell you this, the feeling like I feel like I need to do more core to tone up my midsection, I don't think that's going to hold up, but we're going to find out today. Okay. So this one really, really depends. Okay. So it depends on what you're currently doing. The facts really are clear. It depends what you're currently doing. If you are not doing core now, right? If you're not doing core at all, right? Like you don't focus on your core. You don't do any core movements. You're not doing anything in your sessions. You're not doing anything in your workouts. You're not focused on the core. Then yes, it is a fact. You're probably going to have to start doing more core. Because remember, the muscle tone that we have comes from using our muscles. Yes, your core activates all day long while you're walking around and all that, but that's not going to give you the tone you're looking for. So yes, you would have to incorporate it. Okay. But here's the thing. So many people think that that's the number one thing, that they have to incorporate core more, and that's why they can't see the definition in their stomach, or they can't tighten up their stomach. And for most people, that's not the case. So if you're already doing some of it, you don't need to do more of it. That's not the issue here. If you're doing it now and you're still not toned up, the reason is because of your nutrition. You have a layer of fat above your abdominals that is causing them not to show. It's not that they're not toned. If you pulled away that layer of fat, they are toned. And by continuously working your abs and working your abs and working your abs like you do any other muscle, especially if you do them in a hypertrophy phase where you're trying to grow them, your stomach's actually going to get a little bit bigger. Now it'll be harder and it'll be more toned, but you'll actually develop and have hypertrophy happen in those muscles. So it's not always that you need to do more of them. And for most people, it's probably not that. It's probably you need to get that layer of fat off. As much as you don't want to hear it, as much as you don't want to do it, as much as you just want to feel the burn and do the things that make your abs burn so you can feel like I'm really going to get definition, you're really not. Not if that layer of fat is still over them. It's like having really defined muscles and wearing a big parka over it. You can't see them. They're defined under there. You can't see them. You got to take the parka off. You got to take that layer off. And once you do that, then you will be on your way. So it is a fact. If you're not doing core and you want a tighter midsection, you better start doing it. But it is just a feeling that that's the only thing that's going to get you there. If you're already doing it, forget doing more. Start focusing more on that nutrition. Okay? Go out there and get it, y'all.